I know things haven't been easy lately. Life has thrown its fair share of challenges your way, and I want to take a moment to acknowledge that. This message comes straight from a place of compassion and understanding, with the hope that it will bring you some comfort and clarity. You've walked a tough road, and even though it may not always feel like it, you've made tremendous progress. What you've been through would have broken many others, but here you are, still standing, still fighting, still holding on. The truth is, everything you've faced has played a vital role in shaping you into the person you are today. Those struggles, those moments where you felt like giving up, have all been stepping stones on your journey. They weren't just obstacles. They were lessons, trials meant to reveal the strength that's always been inside you. And even if you sometimes question your ability to keep going, know this: your resilience is nothing short of remarkable. There's a certain kind of quiet strength in you, a strength that reveals itself in the darkest hours. It may not always be obvious, even to you, but your ability to endure, to rise again after each setback, is a rare and precious gift. Your angels, those silent guardians who have walked beside you all along, see this in you. They've watched as you pushed through sorrow, as you held yourself together when it felt like everything was falling apart. They know your heart, your pain, and your perseverance. There's something luminous about your spirit. Even when you're weighed down by self-doubt, there's still a light in your eyes that refuses to dim. It's not just hope, it's the fire of your soul, a reminder that no matter how difficult things get, you carry within you a power to keep going. That light, unique to you, is a beacon for others even when you're unaware of it. People see it in you. Some admire it from afar, others are inspired by it more deeply than you realize. Often we are our own harshest critics. We minimize our victories, magnify our failures, and doubt our worth. But it's time you started seeing yourself for who you truly are. Not just for your struggles, but for how you've overcome them. Your self-doubt may try to convince you otherwise, but your spirit has carried you through more than you ever thought possible. And in those moments when you're unsure of your next step, know that simply wishing from the heart can shift your entire path. This isn't just about idle hope or wishful thinking. It's about making a conscious decision to believe in that deep desire nestled in your soul, the one that's been quietly guiding you all along. Once you recognize and embrace it, you'll start to see things moving in your favor. It's not magic, it's alignment. When your heart, your actions, and your intentions fall into sync, the universe responds in kind. You won't need to force anything. Things will begin to unfold naturally, like doors opening where there were only walls. You might have moments when you feel stuck or unsure of how to move forward. It's okay. That's part of the process. Everyone goes through it. But don't let that stop you from believing in yourself. Self-confidence isn't something you either have or don't have. It's something you build, one choice at a time. Even if you have to pretend at first, that's okay. Sometimes pretending is the first step to believing. And soon enough, the belief becomes real. As you begin to walk with greater assurance, the world will respond to that energy. You'll speak differently, carry yourself with more ease, and start attracting the experiences that align with your true purpose. Confidence doesn't mean having all the answers. It means trusting yourself enough to keep going, even when the way forward isn't clear. Life will always come with challenges, but perspective is everything. What if, instead of seeing these challenges as problems, you began to see them as opportunities? That small mental shift changes the game. Obstacles begin to look like invitations to grow, to learn, to evolve. And when you start seeing life through that lens, you reclaim a sense of control over your story. Suddenly, you're not a victim of your circumstances. You're the author of your next chapter. You've already proven your strength in ways that most people never will. So imagine what you could accomplish if you paired that resilience with belief in yourself. There is so much potential waiting to be realized. Don't let fear or doubt keep you from discovering just how powerful you really are. The truth is, you deserve happiness. You deserve peace. You deserve to chase your dreams without guilt or hesitation. But we often get in our own way. We tell ourselves stories about why we're not good enough or why we don't deserve good things. Those stories are lies. They're born from past pain and conditioned thinking, and it's time to let them go. You don't need to have everything figured out today. Just take one small step at a time. Progress isn't about perfection. It's about movement. Each small effort, no matter how insignificant it seems, is part of a much bigger picture. Even when you stumble, you're still moving forward. And that movement, that determination to keep going, is what will ultimately carry you to where you're meant to be. You've already endured more than your fair share of hardship, yet here you are, still rising. That alone is something to be proud of. Others may not fully understand what you've been through, but your spirit carries the scars of those battles with grace. There's beauty in that pain, in the lessons it taught you, and in the strength it carved into your soul. Interestingly, there's a symbol that keeps appearing for you, the cougar. This majestic creature embodies so many of the qualities that define you. It represents grace under pressure, inner strength, patience, and quiet determination. Like the cougar, you move through life with intention, even when opportunities seem scarce. Others might not always see the weight you carry, but they notice your steadiness. They look up to your strength, your calm presence, your ability to keep going when things get tough. But beneath that strong exterior is a tender heart. You feel things deeply, even if you don't always show it. And it's that combination of strength and vulnerability that makes you so special. Your guardian angels recognize this. They understand your pain, your longing, your doubts. And they want you to know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are enough. More than enough. You are already everything you need to be. I know life hasn't been a smooth ride lately. You've been navigating through so much, carrying burdens that most people can't see and facing obstacles that have tested you in ways words can hardly describe. And yet you're still here. That says more about your inner strength than you probably give yourself credit for. It's easy to overlook your own growth when you're in the middle of the storm, but from the outside it's clear. You've come a long way. You may not always realize it, but there's a quiet power in your ability to endure. Not everyone can keep walking through the dark and still find a way to hold on to hope. That's something rare. There's a kind of light in you that refuses to be extinguished, even when things get tough. Maybe that light flickers from time to time, but it never truly fades. It's what makes you uniquely you. Through all the hurt, the setbacks, and the silent battles, you've kept going. That persistence, that refusal to quit, isn't something that can be taught. It's something you were born with. And even when you doubt yourself, that strength is still there. Your guardian angels have seen every moment, and they know how hard it's been. They want you to remember that your experiences, no matter how painful, weren't pointless. They've helped shape you into someone resilient, compassionate, and capable of so much more than you know. Sometimes it might feel like you're stuck or falling behind, but progress doesn't always show up in obvious ways. Every step you've taken, no matter how small, has brought you closer to something meaningful. It's in the slow growth, in the little wins, and in the courage it takes just to keep showing up when everything inside you says not to. And deep down, there's a dream in your heart, a longing you've held on to, maybe quietly, maybe even secretly. That dream is important. It's part of who you are. Once you allow yourself to truly believe in it, to really commit to it without fear, you'll start to notice something shift. Things will begin aligning in ways you didn't expect. You don't need to force anything. Just trust the process and trust yourself. When your heart is in it, the world starts to make space for it. You might still carry doubts. That's okay. Doubt isn't weakness. It's a part of growth. Everyone struggles with self-belief at some point. What matters is that you don't let those doubts control you. Sometimes all it takes is choosing to act with confidence, even before you fully feel it. With time, what feels like pretending starts to become real. That self-assurance begins to take root, and before you know it, you're moving with a clarity and conviction you didn't know was possible. This journey won't always be easy. Challenges will still come, but your perspective can be the difference between feeling stuck and feeling empowered. What if, instead of seeing hardships as setbacks, you began to see them as opportunities to learn, to strengthen, and to rise? That one shift in how you look at things can change everything. The obstacles might still be there, but your power to move through them grows stronger. And you have something even more powerful on your side: your spirit. It's undeniable. Every time you've fallen, you've gotten back up. Every time you were lost, you found your way again. That kind of resilience is something special. When you pair it with the courage to believe in your future, you become unstoppable. You're not meant to live in constant self-doubt. You're meant to thrive, to feel joy, to pursue what matters to you. Too many people go through life feeling like they don't deserve happiness, like they're somehow less than others. But you're not one of them. You're meant to break that pattern. To realize that you are more than worthy of love, success, and peace. Yes, there are parts of you that still ache, moments you carry that weigh heavily on your heart. But they've also added depth to who you are. They've made you more empathetic, more understanding, more real. There's no shame in being someone who feels deeply. It's a gift, even when it hurts. You've already made it through so much. And while the path ahead may still have its twists and turns, it also holds beauty, discovery, and purpose. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. And if you ever feel lost, remember that taking just one step forward, no matter how small, can lead you somewhere new. There's also a powerful symbol that has appeared in your life for a reason: the cougar. This animal is more than just a sign. It's a reflection of who you are at your core. The cougar moves with grace, stays patient, and waits for the right moment to act. It doesn't waste energy on doubt. It simply trusts in its nature. That same spirit lives in you. Beneath your calm and collected exterior is a heart full of strength, wisdom, and quiet determination. Others see it in you, even if you sometimes forget. And yes, you may carry your pain silently, but your angels know it's there. They see the way you hold yourself together even when it's hard. They see the love you give so freely and the way you care for others, often more than you care for yourself. They want you to remember that you are not alone. You've never been alone. You've been guided all along, even in the moments you felt forgotten. Now is the time to reconnect with your purpose. Let your inner voice speak. Make that wish you've been holding in your heart. Say it aloud. Whisper it to the stars. Write it down. Whatever you do, make it real. Because that wish has the power to shape your future in ways you can't yet imagine. Everything starts with that one moment of belief. Let me leave you with this blessing. May you find strength when you feel weak, clarity when you're uncertain, and faith when you're surrounded by doubt. May the dream in your heart rise to the surface and find its way into the world. May every challenge you face open a new door. And may you always remember the fire that lives inside you. The path ahead is yours. Walk it with courage. And as your angels continue to walk beside you, may you be open to the blessings they are sending your way. They've never left your side, and they never will. Everything you've been through has prepared you for what's coming. Believe that, trust it, and keep going. You are more powerful than you know.